Okay, this is math 2. We're going to do 98 to 101. On this one, it's actually not a bad problem. It's just a very, well, it is what it is. So, to find the value of x, the only thing that you know for a fact is the right triangle. So, ideally, at this point, you recognize that you can do your Pythagorean theorem, but it's going to have a little bit of a different outcome. So, we have, so x plus 3 squared. So there's your leg, plus your 10 squared is going to equal 26 squared. So this one right here ends up being x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus 100 is equal to whatever 26 squared is, which I have no idea. 676. And then we have x squared plus 6x plus 109 is equal to 676. And 109 minus 676 is going to give us negative 567. So x squared plus 6x minus 567 equals 0. And then, this is weird. Come up with two numbers that'll multiply out to, oh, that's just never going to happen. Okay, so I'm doing quadratic formula on this. Should I? Actually, no. Complete the square would be faster. Yeah, I'm going to complete the square. Okay, so what do we have? X squared, we have 3x, we have 3x. We want to get a positive 9 in here. So, positive 9, meaning we're going to have to add plus, so 5, 6, 7 plus 9. I'm going to have to add plus 5, 7, 6 on both sides, right? Right, so negative 5, 6, 7 plus 5, 7, 6 equals positive 9. Okay, so 576, we have x plus 3 squared equals 576. If I take the square root of both, I have x plus 3 equals plus or minus the square root of 576. Ooh, 24. Nice. Okay, so x plus 3 equals 24. X plus 3 equals negative 24. If I subtract 3 from this side, I'm going to get negative 27, which is not going to work out because my side cannot be negative. If I put negative 27 in for x up here, that means I'm going to end up with negative 24, and that's not what I want. But this one, x is going to be equal to 21. All right, so that's the value of x, because that one actually just makes more sense. All right, that was 98. 99. Match the equation below with its corresponding graph. Okay, well, I'm sure you can figure this out. Two of them are negative, one of them is positive. So which one is which? It shouldn't be too hard or difficult to figure out. 100. A cylindrical block of cheese, oh my goodness, has a 6-inch diameter and is 2 inches thick. Okay, so we know I got a height of 2 inches then at least. After a party, only a sector remains that has a central angle of 45 degrees. What is the volume of the cheese that remains? Show all of your work. Oh, well, this is easy to do. Okay, well, if we can find the area of this block of cheese, just the top part, then we could just multiply by 2 inches, and that'll give us the volume of the whole thing. So if you find the area of the portion of it, then you should be okay. I let them in. Just a heads up. I don't know. They might still be in there. Okay. So if they can find the volume of the cheese, or the area of the sector, which is technically up there, then we should be okay. So technically this little wedge of cheese came from a circle. I don't know, I guess you could do a wedge of cheese over here. Here's a wedge. Here's a full block of cheese. Circle a piece of cheese. Okay, and then this was your 45-degree angle, right? So that's what's left, right? So we have this area to figure out first, which shouldn't be that big of a deal because it's just 45 degrees, but we need a radius though. The cheese has a 6-inch diameter, so that means the radius is going to be 3. So this is going to be, let's see, 360 over 45 is equal to, we want the area, so now we have pi r squared. So that means 9 pi over what we want to find, right? So 360 divided by 45 is 8. So 8 over 1 is equal to 9 pi over x. So 8x is equal to 9 pi divided by 8. So x is equal to 9 pi divided by 8. So 9 times pi divided by 8 is 3.534. All right. There we go. Around 3.534. You're welcome. So that's the area of this top part, right? But it's got a thickness of 2 inches. So if we find the area of the top part, then if we multiply by 2, we should get the depth of the whole entire piece of cheese. So, or cheesecake. I'm going to pretend it's a piece of cheesecake. And then, so we take this and we multiply by 2 inches. And that'll give us, so we take this amount times 2, we get 7 point, so multiply by 2, right, times 2, and we get 7.069, probably going to round to 3 decimal places. So the volume is 0.69 inches cubed, because that is how we designate volume. And then the last one, determine the value of x in angles in a quadrilateral. Okay, so I'm just going to do a 4-sided figure. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. They are 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. Okay, so what do all of your, okay, 4-sided figure, right? So 4 minus 2 times 180. 2 times 180 is 360. So add them all up, equal it to 360, and then find out what the value of x is.